You do bring up an interesting point.
But as long as you bring up age, how old are you?
Maybe you wouldn't have so many bills if you didn't try to bring up those kids like their old man was a millionaire.
Have him bring up a board.
In fact, every time I bring up the subject, she's always...
Why did you bring up Kevin McAllister?
Bring up 2 cases of bottled water with you then.
I told the waiter to bring up a couple of sidecars, and the fool brought the motorcycles as well.
You know, we don't have to be anywhere today, so I'll bring up some food in a little bit, and everything's gonna...
And whatever else you have doesn't matter either, because I've got a stack of precedents up to your fat face that'll crush anything you bring up.
You may bring up your coat.
Don't you remember when this wasn't a fit place to bring up a child?
Bring up the lobby and the big ones.
There's something I need to bring up.
We can talk about all the embarrassing things you love to bring up.
Don't bring up Sleepy Stew.
Martin, can you bring up an ice melt projection for Russia?
Let's bring up our next speaker.
For whatever it's worth, I did bring up your loyalty and how good you are at your job, not that he needed me to remind him.
Why in the hell did Dokes have to bring up Harry?
You heat it up, let it cool, then add your alcohol to bring up your proof.
If you're gonna bring up swans, then cheat like everybody else.
I seem to upset people when I bring up my ex-girlfriend, but
I hesitated to even bring up the subject of an obsessive patient.
I mean, it does bring up some sort of nice memories.
Zap, bring up the ship!
bring up the fire room.
Hillary, why didn't you simply bring up?
We ask the poor fellow to dinner. We avail ourselves of his professional skills, and you always bring up this question.
It is the least I can do.